Processed food is high sugar, low fiber, high sugar for palatability, low fiber for shelf life.
We know that underlying all the chronic diseases of aging, heart disease, cancer, diabetes, obviously, dementia.
Ultra-processed food is everywhere in today's world. It's in your breakfast cereal, your sandwich bread, your margarine, your almond milk, your instant noodles, and your frozen pizza. It's cheap, convenient, and addictive. Nonetheless, it is very bad for your health. In this video, I'm going to reveal some disturbing facts about ultra-processed food that you need to know. Ultra-processed food makes you fat. One of the main problems with ultra-processed food is that it's high in calories but low in nutrition. It doesn't fill you up or satisfy your hunger. It also messes with your hormones and metabolism, making you crave more and more of it. Studies have shown that people who eat more ultra-processed food tend to be more obese and overweight. In fact, a 2019 study found that eating an extra serving of ultra-processed food per day was associated with a 62% increased risk of all-cause mortality. That means you're more likely to die from any cause if you eat more of this stuff. Ultra-processed food damages your heart. Another major problem with ultra-processed food is that it's high in salt, sugar, and fat. These ingredients can raise your blood pressure, cholesterol, and triglyceride levels, which can lead to heart disease and stroke. A 2020 study found that eating more ultra-processed food was associated with higher risks of cardiovascular disease. Specifically, a 10% increase in the proportion of ultra-processed food in the diet was linked to a 12% increase in the risk of overall cardiovascular disease, a 13% increase in the risk of coronary heart disease, and an 11% increase in the risk of cerebrovascular disease. Ultra-processed food increases your risk of cancer. You might think that ultra-processed food is harmless, as long as you don't eat too much of it. But the truth is that even small amounts of ultra-processed food can have harmful effects on your body. One of these effects is increasing your risk of cancer. A 2018 study found that eating more ultra-processed food was associated with higher risks of several types of cancer. Specifically, a 10% increase in the proportion of ultra-processed food in the diet was linked to a 12% increase in the risk of overall cancer and an 11% increase in the risk of breast cancer. The reason why ultra-processed food can cause cancer is not fully understood, but it could be related to the additives, contaminants, or packaging materials that are used in these products. Ultra-processed food affects your brain. You might think that ultra-processed food only affects your physical health, but it also affects your mental health. Ultra-processed food can alter your mood, memory, and cognition. One of the reasons why ultra-processed food can affect your brain is that it's low in fiber and antioxidants. These nutrients are essential for maintaining a healthy gut microbiome, which is the collection of bacteria and other microorganisms that live in your digestive system. Your gut microbiome influences your brain function through the gut-brain axis, which is the communication network between your gut and your brain. Studies have shown that eating more ultra-processed food can disrupt your gut microbiome and cause inflammation. This can lead to depression, anxiety, cognitive decline, and dementia. Ultra-processed food is addictive. The last disturbing fact about ultra-processed food is that it's addictive. Ultra-processed food stimulates the reward system in your brain, which releases dopamine and makes you feel good. This creates a cycle of craving and binging on these foods. Ultra-processed food also hijacks your taste buds and makes you less sensitive to natural flavors. This means that you need more and more of these foods to satisfy your taste buds and feel pleasure. Studies have shown that eating more ultra-processed food can lead to addictive-like eating behavior. This means that you have difficulty controlling how much or how often you eat these foods, even when you know they're bad for you. Now that you know the disturbing side effects of these ultra-processed foods, will you keep eating them? Or are you going to avoid them as much as possible? Let us know in the comments below.